Concerning me, peace, what's up? It's me, John D. Villarreal, and Paul Villarreal over there. And we just saw the live feed with Breitbart and everybody else. Joe the plumber over there in Wisconsin. Lots going on. Paul was tweeting it out. Check our Twitter. You can go on Twitter. It's Conserve New Media. And you can check it out on Twitter. We've got lots of followers. Join our stuff. Follow us. Everything like that. It's in the description. In the link. Get it right now. Now, here's the deal. This whole Wisconsin thing is getting intense. Okay, and why is this important? Because this is basically, as the Democrats know, we've got Organizing for America. Obama said stuff. DNC. We believe that they're involved, whatever like that. We believe that pro-Obama people are involved. All of it. Now, not alleged any facts, can't say aspersions. Check the disclaimers. All for entertainment purposes only. You know that. Now, the point is that Rick Scott. And a big salute to him, and a big salute to the Republican leadership over there in the Senate and in the legislature. We like what they're doing over there. These Democrats have absconded to, oh, guess where? Illinois. That is a big shock. Now, all they've asked is for these public employee unions. I've seen reports where some teachers are making $100 grand or more. High school or grade school teachers. Are you kidding me? Now, here's the thing. To just pay a little bit because the state's bankrupt, just a little bit, like 5.6% of their pay into their pension, because when they retire they get big money, in my personal opinion, of some of these people for life, and pay just a little bit for their health insurance, just like the rest of us pay. Okay, so it's maybe 12.6%, or a couple $100 a month, whatever it is, for health insurance, versus people in the private sector that pay about 20-25% for theirs. Okay, so they're still going to have a much better deal, and they're going they're out there protesting and stuff like that. Now, the bottom line is they can have their side, we can have our side, everything like this. But at the heart of this is Rick Scott. We have elections. Okay, Rick Scott was elected. The Republican leaders and legislators were elected. That's it. Go there and vote. You can protest, you can lobby, you know what? Go there and vote. These Democrats are imagine this. Imagine, I don't know what the rules are exactly with quorum, or if there is in the Congress. Imagine if John Boehner and the Republicans had, I don't know, gone to Mexico or gone to Canada or fled the country before the healthcare vote to make sure there couldn't be a healthcare vote. The media would be apoplectic. They would be freaking out. There would be constant, a focus on this type of stuff. But now it seems like, it's supposed to be, these people are supposed to be heroes. The protesters are supposed to be, the protesters, in my personal opinion, out there, they have a perfect right to do it. It's America, anyone could, but I mean, that's fine. But on the other hand, it's kind of like they're saying, you know what, voters, screw you. We don't care that you voted. We don't care that you won the election. We're going to get ours. And I have a lot of other videos that you can see, people liking them already. Check them out, about are public employee unions like monopolies? Should they be under antitrust? I do that analysis because they are doing public, they are basically in control of public services, things that we all pay for and things that we all need. These are vital situations. And so if they protest or strike, basically we're over a barrel. All of us. You can't, you're stuck. Similarly, we looked at, the differences between, what are the major problems of public employee unions? Why do they have these big contracts, and what are the different problems in our personal opinion? And we went through the analysis and we showed, here's a private worker with lots of experience and lots of education, everything like that, versus public worker. And the public worker in that example, hypothetical example, comes out so much better. It's unbelievable. And we listed 10 things that we believe are problems. And so here we are at, I would call it ground zero for this Wisconsin thing. And a lot of people were saying about this, and it's true, is that they want to bust the collective bargaining. I should bust the collective bargaining because I believe in a lot of ways that public employee unions have an effective monopolistic power in bargaining. And it's not fair and it's not right, particularly for public services. But see, the Democrats and liberals and the mainstream media can't have that. They don't like that because they want to be able to have mandatory dues come in my personal opinion, it's all my personal opinion, And therefore those dues then get spent on Democratic politicians like Barack Obama, and they also have the little ground troops potentially, possibly, maybe, in my personal opinion, to help get out there and do the little community organizing type of stuff and for election stuff like that. I mean, Paul, isn't this really, first of all, tell us exactly what's going on right now. And isn't this about 2012 and Obama's election?
Yeah, this is about 2012 and Obama's election. It's also a rerun of the healthcare debate, which is, mobilizing unions and protesting and trying to intimidate and bully opponents, et cetera, et cetera. You mentioned, Governor Scott Walker was elected, Rush Limbaugh went over this the other day. He was elected with the same or an even larger majority than Barack Obama was.
Yeah.
I mean, if Barack Obama had a mandate to change 1/6 of the economy with health care, then Scott Walker has a mandate to do exactly what he said he was going to do and help repair the budget in Wisconsin. And as you said, democracy, this isn't Egypt. Egypt, they were seeking democracy. What's happening here is Democratic senators, and you're talking about the quorum. There are 19 Republican senators and something like 14 Democrats. There needs to be 20 for quorum so they can have a vote. That's why they fled. They're running away from democracy. They're running away from responsibility. They're running away from accepting the results of the election. The American people and the Wisconsin voters don't want that.
No.
So what you're seeing today, and there's a counter protest that we were covering, as you mentioned, on Twitter, and we're talking about here. What you're seeing is exactly what you saw. It's the healthcare thing, which is the average American, the people that don't have the opportunity to go out and protest during the week because they have jobs and that they'll get fired from if they go on protest.
Yeah.
They're rising up and resisting this kind of, disorder. And that's what's going on.
So, very quickly, as we got to move on to other videos, what is your prediction about how this whole Wisconsin thing is going to go on? I think this is their Gettysburg, and I think that the Republicans are going to win, and these unions are going to get pumped, and that's good.
Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen as well. I certainly hope that's what happens. I'm actually looking at a link right now from a Drudge Report, and it's saying that basically the Madison schools, the school district tried to force the teachers that were protesting back to work. A judge denied that motion or denied that temporary restraining order, but apparently the head of the union, of the teachers union, said the teachers will be going back to work on Tuesday. Look, let's hope that this thing kind of de-escalates. We get back to some normality. We start respecting the election results, and we go from there. Hopefully, as you said, this is important. All the conservatives and all Americans need to understand. If this is allowed, if this kind of intimidation tactics are allowed to succeed in Wisconsin, then they're coming to your backyard too.
Yeah, and
it's exactly what happened during the healthcare debate. Kenneth Gladney, by accounts or reports, was beaten up for nothing, for sitting there outside of in Missouri. I think it was in St. Louis. He's sitting there selling goods at one of these town halls or something. He's got supposedly, allegedly assaulted by union members. Why? Because they didn't like that there was resistance, in my opinion, to the health care plan. We need to put down and end this kind of what appears to be just goonery. The nation cannot be run this way. And America needs to stand up and say, we've had enough.
That's all allegedly, that's all personal opinion, not legislative facts. Now here's the thing. The bottom line is, they say, they want fairness, a living wage. Okay, cool. You want fairness? You pay what we pay in the private sector. You pay the kind of contributions in your pension plan like all the rest of us. And you get a defined contribution plan, not a defined benefit. I don't go and work for a company and then I get, when I retire, I get $1 million a year, guaranteed for the rest of my life, whatever like that. I get I get back what I paid in. And maybe my company matches it, maybe they don't, and maybe it's tax free, and maybe it's not. Whatever. You know, you guys should get what we all get, okay? Number one. So you should pay in your own pension plans, number one. Number two, it should be a defined contribution thing, and it should be that kind of situation. That's my personal opinion. Number two, same thing with the health care. You need to pay for it just like the rest of us pay for it. That's it, okay? And number three, and most importantly, okay, focus on this. You have to live under the same laws and citizenship that we do. There was an election, your side lost. Our side won, they're in there, they get to make the rules, they get to vote on it. You get these, in my personal opinion, clown, you know, potential, possibly, allegedly, in my personal opinion, scofflaws of Democrat legislators back over there to do their job. And you vote on it. And you know, that's it. You don't like the way things go down, and next time maybe your guys win, and we'll go from there. And that's it, okay? This is ridiculous. Get back to work. You know, get these teachers in there and get the students learning again, and that's it. That's my personal opinion. But this is extreme. This is ground zero, and this is all about politics and all about 2012. What do you think is going to happen? I want to hear from some people out there on the ground in Minnesota and Wisconsin. Sorry, because I mean there's things that maybe Minnesota's next. There's all kinds of stuff going on. I want to hear from the people on the ground in Wisconsin. What's going on? What do you think about this? Do you agree with Rich Scott? Do you agree with the protesters? Where do you stand? Comments below. Subscribe above. I'm John D. Villarreal. That is Paul F. Villarreal. We are Conservative New Media, and you are Conservative New Media, and we will see you next time.